At this time, I'd like to start the firefighter service. Fireman's prayer. When I'm called to duty, God, whenever flames may rage, give me strength to save some life, whatever be it age. Help me embrace a little child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of the fate. Enable me to alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling and to give the best in me to guard every neighbor and protect his property. And if according to my fate I am to lose my life, God bless with your protecting hand my children and my life. In a world of danger, fired by hate, in a world so dark you can sense your fate, in a land of monstrous demons driven by hunger, we sit and ponder and even wonder. This job we do is for ones we don't know. Are we crazy? Some say yes. We say no. It's what we do that drives us to serve. It's what we do that helps you to live. Every day we answer the call to help others. This could be you or even our brothers. Let us thank each other for the chances we take, for health and happiness and sacrifices we make. And someday, if we don't return, you will remember of what you've learned. That if we are ever called from this life and the ones we love, we know we've joined the greatest company above. Think of your family, think of your friends, and keep to your hearts the message we send. When the raging fire is gone and the smoke clears, then in quietness we'll think of our fears. But when the alarm sounds and duty calls again, please think of this. We do it for you, my friend. Family, friends, guests, and all brother firefighters. It has become a tradition within the Surgeonsville Volunteer Fire Company to broadcast the last call for our firefighters that have passed on. Therefore, to stay with tradition, I now call attention the firefighters of the Sargentsville Volunteer Fire Company to attention. Brother firefighters, about face. Charter Life Member, Firefighter James C. Culberson, badge number 1, having served 60 years with the Sargentsville Volunteer Fire Company. Brother firefighters, salute.
Station 47 Fire, Sargentsville Volunteer Fire Company. This is a last call for Charter Member James Culberson. Repeating, Station 47 Fire, Sargentsville Volunteer Fire Company. This is a last call for Charter Member James Culberson. May he rest in peace. 2033 Dispatcher 53, QAQ 553, QAO 430.
Brother firefighters, at ease. Brother firefighters, James C. Culberson, may you rest in peace. He is not to respond to the station again, but instead he should return home to be with the Lord. Let us all remember that death is only a bridge over to new and glorious life. Even though there is a heartbreak in our hearts and tears in our eyes, we remember the good work of Brother Firefighter James C. Culberson. I put together a little synopsis or something I thought about Jimmy. I'm fairly new at the Volunteer Fire Company compared to some of these firefighters. To remember Jimmy as a member of the Sargentsville Fire Company, many of you knew Jimmy much longer than I did. Many of you have fond memories of Jimmy as a father, grandfather, friend, and dedicated member of the fire company. As you're aware, he was one of the charter members and had the distinct honor of having badge number 1. My first encounter with Jimmy was more than 20 years ago as a school bus driver, who I would recall would come rumbling up Cemetery Road to Noster Drive and pick up my 2 sons. And with the crunching of the gears, he was very proud of the fact that he had the last manual transmission in the bus fleet. And a wink of his bright smile, he'd wink at me and he'd nod to the anxious parents, and then there'd be this enormous cloud of diesel smoke behind the truck, or behind the bus. And I was confident that my sons were in good hands. Later I would learn from my sons that he was also a straight shooter. There was no monkey business on the bus. You better behave on the ride to Delaware Township School. He was also an educator. He was quick to pull over on the way to school and point out things of interest as the students would go to school. A few years later, when I joined the fire company on a recommendation from my son, Stephen, I had the good fortune to meet Jimmy. He remembered me from the bus stop. I soon found out that Jimmy was, of course, a charter member, and he was still a very active member. He would respond to all calls no matter whether day or night he was out there. And this was only a few short years ago. I would also find Jimmy was always willing to explain in his truck anybody on a pumping assignment or any of the nuances on a different piece of equipment or the tools that were in the firehouse. He also had an interesting story that I don't know, I haven't been able to verify this with everybody, but he tells me about driving a truck down 523 one snowy night and losing the brakes and managing to get to the bottom of the hill in Stockton without any injuries. And if you hear Jimmy tell the story, it was pretty interesting. And of course, Jimmy had many interesting stories over the 60 years of dedicated service. The fire company is here today, though, because of the dedication of individuals like Jimmy. And as we say farewell to Jimmy this evening, Jimmy's memory won't be forgotten, because his example of commitment and service for 60 years to the community of Delaware Township will be carried with our firefighters on every first call that we respond. May God bless Jimmy Culberson.
Thank you, Steve.